1 in Group C here in Limassol, Cyprus. It is crazy loud in this arena. And rightly so, because we are about to witness a spectacle here in Cyprus. Group C has some of the biggest and best basketball nations from across the world. And here is how they line up today. Georgia will take on Spain, our first game. Bosnia and Herzegovina take on Cyprus. And then the last game of the day, Italia versus Greece. As you can see, here are the rankings presented by Nike as we get ready for the action. My name is Tahir Hadja. I'll be your commentator here in Cyprus. Joining me, my partner in crime, the man with all the knowledge and his coaching ball in college, is Will Voigt from BYU. How you doing today, Will? You all good?
Oh, I'm great. We're going to have such an exciting day here. You mentioned it, so many great teams and a great game here to start us out.
Without a doubt, as part of the press conferences yesterday, Coach Scariolo not taking any chances. He's come with a meticulous plan. He's ready to put his team to the test. And over on the other side, head coach of Georgia was trying to play heavy metal down the microphone in the press conference. Two different approaches, but both very, very experienced and talented coaches.
Well, absolutely, and I think both these teams recognize this game could be very important in terms of moving forward out of this group. So for Spain, a really young team for Coach Scariolo, but you can never count him out. Defending champions, but they come into this tournament with the youngest roster of any team here at EuroBasket. And then for Georgia, still looking for their first win here of the summer. 0-6 in all their preliminary games leading up to this tournament, but there's a lot of talent on that roster. Let's see if they put it together today.
Well, let's take a look very quickly at the teams. We've already introduced Spain to the floor. This is how they line up. Josep Puerto on number 2. Number 3 is Sergio Di Larea. Number 4, Jaime Pradilla. Number 5, Mario Sansuperi. Number 6 is Javi Lopez Aristegui. Number 7, Santi Aldama. Number 8, Dario Brizuela. Number 14, Willy Hernan Gomez. Number 22, Santi Justa. Number 41, Juancho Hernan Gomez. Number 44 is Joel Parra. And number 77, Yankuba Sima. The head coach has mentioned Sergio Scariolo, assisted by Luis Gil and Victor Garcia. As you can see right now, being introduced to the floor is Georgia at this moment in time. And they will line up as follows. Number 4, Rati Andronikashvili. Number 5, Sandro Mamukelashvili. Number 6, Akhaji Tsadaradze. Number 7 is Beke Burjanadze. Number 9 is Georgi Sherbedini. Number 10, Duta Senadze. Number 12 is Georgi Korsantia. Number 15, Alexandra Kovadze. Number 23, Torriga Shengelia. Number 35, Gogo Bitadze. And number 44, Kamar Baldwin. And finally, number 77, Georgi Odhidze. We got that out there, Will, as you can tell. Not the commentator's easiest lineup to call out, but we're now getting ready for the national anthems for our first game here in Cyprus. So up first, the national anthem for Spain. And now time for the national anthem of Georgia. A rapturous applause around the arena. And I have to say, Will, there's a lot more Georgian shirts in the building. I've been reliably informed by my most recent taxi driver that there is a big Georgian community here in Cyprus, and it's great to see so many fans in the arena.
Well, they are here to support their team, that's for sure, and it's going to be really important, I think, for Georgia to get off to a good start. You've got the defending champs, and I'll let you introduce the refs here.
Yeah, here's your referees from Canada, Matthew Kallio, from Portugal, Paulo Marquez, and from Serbia, we have Petar Pesic, our officials taking us through the action. And now we can see Spain on our screens. Let's talk a little bit about Santi Aldama.
Well, obviously he's going to have a huge tournament for them. Talented player. We've seen him do his work in the NBA these past couple of years, but I think for this young team, even though he's only 24 years old himself, really going to have to be the primary scorer for them.
Well, here's the starting five. He's not in it. Oh, he is in it. There we go. Sergio De La Rea, Santi Aldama, Willy Hernan Gomez, Santi Justa, and Joel Parra. This is how the defending champions will start their campaign. They've had 7 consecutive EuroBaskets where they medal. They'll be looking to put teams to the swords here, and there is that man Aldama from the Memphis Grizzlies.
Well, again, he's so talented, able to knock down shots from the perimeter at that size, and he's going to be important in order to space the floor. They want to pair him with the Hernan Gomez brothers quite a bit, so his shooting will be key for them winning today.
And Spain has an incredible roster of shooters. I counted at least 4 players during the regular season shooting 40% or more. But let's take a look at their opponents now. This is how Georgia will line up as their starting 5. Mamu at the number 5 there, Sanadze number 10, Shengeli number 23, Bitadze number 35, and number 44, Kamar Baldwin. That is how Georgia will line up in this one. This is their 6th consecutive EuroBasket. Their highest ever finish has been 11. But let's focus on Mamu.
Well, really talented player. You can see he just signed with the Toronto Raptors. I had the pleasure of coaching him with the Spurs, and really a player that can do a little bit of everything. Can dribble, shoot, post. For them, he's going to have to play exclusively at the 3, so that could be a challenge for him in terms of matchups at his best when he's playing the 4.
To the regular basketball fan, they'll see those stats, they don't jump out of the sheet, but to be in the NBA and be playing regularly means you have an incredible skill set. Isn't that right, Will?
Oh, no question about that. And, he came and played for us in Austin in the G League. I think he had 30 points and 20 rebounds in one of those games, so clearly a very talented player.
I want to also talk to you about Coach Scariolo. You coached against him before. Some of the words he was given in the press conference had me in awe. He's that kind of coach.
Well, absolutely, so experienced. And, let's listen in to Coach Jukic here and see what he has to say.
Nothing here.
Well, there we had the chance to listen in very, very quickly. The head coach of Georgia, Alexander Zikic, as the starting 5s are making their way onto the floor. This is the first EuroBasket game to ever take place in the country of Cyprus. They are ready for EuroBasket, and I hope basketball fans all around the world, you are ready too. The action's already began across the other locations, but now it's time for Group C to open up their competition. Very quickly, Coach, we talk about first games in tournaments. We heard varying thoughts from coaches across the press conferences. You either win and it starts you off on a great foot, or you lose, you learn from that lesson, and you go on an upward trend throughout the rest of the competition. How do you look at it?
Well, I think for these two teams, this game is important. If you look at the group, very likely could come down to one of these teams being the 4th team to move forward. So I think in particular, Georgia really needs to come out here and have a good showing today.
Well, there we go, the first ever tip-off here in Cyprus for EuroBasket, and the ball is tipped out of bounds, and a sideline possession now. España. De La Rea. 2 feet in the paint, ball kicked out for Trey. Money, no good. Out of bounds, that was way too easy a look on the three-point line for the first possession.
Well, no question. Coach Scariolo got to be happy with that opening look.
Now Georgia will begin to take apart this very brief full-court pressure here from Spain. Baldwin. Shengelia. Baldwin going downhill, tries to kick it out, no hope. Now out running in transition, Aldemar stop and pop. It remains scoreless. Out of bound, great work there defensively. Put pressure on the recipient of the pass. It dribbles out of play, Justa put it in the hard work.
Well, you can see Spain extending their pressure here early in this game, able to force a turnover already with that.
And here is Justa on the sideline. Sit back. Ball screen arrives, looking out to find a three-point shooter. Aldemar. No good again. Baldwin. Let's look at a Georgian set. Back to basket here to the right hand. Shengelia. Ball rolls in and out of the rim. Now, of course, playing for Barcelona next season. We got a breakaway here to the rim. Easy finger roll laying.
Well, you can see the young De La Rey on this big stage, just 19 years old. He's going to have to handle the pressure here.
Back to basket, turn around, fade away. That's money for Hernan Gomez. Ball up top. Back into the hands of Shengelia. He wants to hand it off for a three. And his first time triple, cash money. Mamukelas, really.
You see the pressure here. Not sure how much contact there was there, but Mamu with a great look. And that's, if you're a Georgian fan, you got to be happy about that. Just coming off of a simple handoff, knocking it down with confidence, and he is capable of big scoring games.
Spain now with a chance to reply. Back to basket. Aldemar to the rim. Way too easy. No help defense.
Well, you see Shengelia looking at Mamu there. I think they're probably game planning to trap from the baseline. He was expecting help and never came.
Rebound for Hernan Gomez. Justa to the rim, under pressure. Now going all the way, Mamu. Foul is called and 2 shots to come.
You see the rim protection there. Tatsi making that finish difficult and then leading to the fast break. And this is what Mamu can do. You saw him just grab that rebound, get out in transition. He's going to have to handle the ball quite a bit for this Georgian team.
Shengelia will head to the bench after the first 2 minutes and 49 seconds of action. As Mamukelas really gets the first free throw to go. There's 2 for 2. 3-point lead for Georgia early on. Another triple, no good. De La Rey behind the back. That's intercepted, and a blocking foul will be called here against Justa.
can see early on the pace of both these teams, really trying to attack and transition. Also, both teams applying pressure, so you have to be disciplined with the ball, especially for some of these young guards of Spain.
Sideline possession. That's it. Trying to go to the bucket, and Hernan Gomez blocks away the attempt of a dump off.
It's great defense there. He's staying down.
Baldwin chooses to go downhill. Baldwin, tough angle, gets the bucket to fall.
Nice finish from him. A little bit of contact there from De La Ria, but Baldwin able to power through that.
Now onto the left-hand side. Santi Justa. This matchup's very interesting, Will, as we see Baldwin and De La Ria go at it. Baldwin, obviously, with the experience against the young guard.
Well, it's definitely going to be a tough head-to-head matchup, and for De La Ria, playing on this big stage, just 19 years old.
Pull up mid-range. Old school hoopers love those kind of plays.
Sanadze, just nice rhythm, mid-range pull-up, and any basket's going to be welcome. These two teams really getting after each other defensively.
Justa trying to find Hernan Gomez under the rim. A little sauce on that pass, but just slipped through the paint. Substitution now. Justa heads to the bench. He's really made an impact on this game.
Well, it really has, and you see coming in, though, Dario Brizuela, he's a spark plug scorer, played on that 22 gold medal team. He's a guy that they're going to look to get going early on in this game.
Nice ball moving here. Bitadze inside. Gets the bucket to go. 13-6 the score. Strong lead for Georgia early.
Beautiful pass from Mamu. You saw the cross-court skip and the vision to know Bitadze had his man sealed at the rim.
Aldama. And that's a turnover for Spain. And we will get a timeout here from Coach Scariolo. He'll definitely want to talk things over now, Will.
Well, just a little scattered. You can see the pressure from Georgia causing some issues for Spain. Coach Scariolo just trying to get his young group to quiet down a little bit, settle into this game.
Well, let's listen to this timeout.
Dale del bloqueo, no te vayas. Cógela, jugamos el ciego y seguimos jugando, ¿vale? Perder balones, nos dio 3 balones, uno más tonto que el otro. Luego, tiene que estar más agresivo con los mano a mano aquí, más agresivo. Y cuando vienen, no es perseguir a 1 metro de distancia, es forzar y perseguir muy cerca. ¿Ok? Venga, vamos. Jugamos. Jugamos. Estático. 4 abajo y 5 abajo los 2 siguientes. Vamos dentro. Venga, va.
How's your Spanish, Coach Will?
Well, good enough to know that, you know, he wants his group to settle down here, and understandably so. He's going to play a lot of young, talented players, but for them, their first time on this big stage. You see right now, Mario Saint-Supéré also in this game. So he's going to rely on these young guards here to handle this pressure, be able to get his team into their offense.
Well, here we go, back to the action. First timeout from Spain in this ball game. Full rotation for the 3. High bounce, rebound for Spain. Saint-Supéré. Parra sets the ball screen, can't get Brizuela open, but he'll pop out. Joel Parra will knock that down, La Bomba.
Oh, nice shot there from Parra, and you see the beautiful kick out from Aldama. He's going to draw a lot of defense, so maybe we'll need to be a facilitator here.
Baldwin under pressure here, Sansupari. Taken all the way to school.
Well, we've seen Baldwin take both of these young Spanish guards to the rim. They're going to have to match his speed and physicality there defensively.
Brizuela. And then Gomez facing up. Tries the no-look pass out to the three-point line. Aldama, he was waiting, but not where the ball went.
Well, I think Aldama potentially was looking to cut. Seemed like he was frozen there. Pass was a little off, but you would have expected him to come up with a catch. And you can just see the frustration here for Spain early on in this game. They're struggling to take care of the ball and get quality shots. 5 turnovers already here in this first quarter.
Georgia have 6 points off those turnovers. And there'll be another 2 points there. Pradilla. Maybe Pradilla trying to find the pass, and Sansupari. The pass was soft. Easily intercepted. Here's Baldwin. Nice Euro to the right. It is EuroBasket after all.
Well, we've seen Baldwin getting to the rim 3 times now. If you're Spain, you've got to be more compact when he has the ball. You know he's going to look to attack, try to get to the rim.
3 minutes remaining. Sansupari for 3. Money.
Great response from him. For Spain, it's been a little bit of a struggle here in this first quarter. Love to see the young player get off to a good start there.
Pradilla is going to be called here for a hand check foul. He was complaining that the arm was wrapped around him from Bitadze. Here's the lights out cash money play, Sansupari. FIBA Next Gen.
Well, it's a great kick out there from Parra, really drawing the defender, creating the shot there. And for Sansupari, sure his confidence needed to see that go through.
Well, here he is again, applying pressure to Baldwin. Okay, that's really pulls up from deep to beat the buzzer, rattles in and out. And that's kept alive here. That's it, Namu. And a foul will be called. There'll be 2 shots to come. The foul will be called on Juancho Hernan Gomez.
Well, you just see the activity level of Mamo here to start this game. Has really done it all. We've seen him handle, lead a fast break, take a handoff, hit a 3, and now soaring above the rim for an offensive rebound.
Big moment for these players to represent their home nations. They're going to be leaving everything out on the floor. And the crowd here heavily in favor of Georgia. They're on their feet for every whistle, every play. See if that can play to their advantage throughout the competition. Checking into the game, Cintaradze. For Georgia, Mamu will take a break now. Guessing so that will start the second quarter. Mario. Brizuela. And Gomez on the curl. Pradilla stuck in a trap here. Gets it back, Pradilla sets his feet. Yeah, again, and this time a foul called the other side of the floor. 2 shots to come for Spain.
Well, better possession there from Spain. You saw multiple drawn kicks, and Shimondini, 36 years old, but still an intimidating rim protector. So think for Spain, you're going to have to look for those perimeter kickouts, see if you can knock down some of these threes early on in this game.
Now on the line. Amy Pradia. And the young star coming through the ranks.
Well, that's right. Pradia, just 24 years old and one of 5 players from Valencia on this national team. So
it's going to be interesting to see how that connection is going to play out through the tournament. Know each other's games so well.
And you can see what Coach Scariola is building and passing the baton off to somebody that'll be in good hands. These young players getting so much valuable experience right now.
Baldwin. Ball rotates across to the opposite side. The foul will be called here. Ball's going the other way. Offensive foul.
Berjanadze just a little too aggressive there, a little push in the back, but you can see the physicality of Georgia. Every shot, they're bringing bodies to the rim, making it difficult for Spain.
Sansupari. Brizuela attacking the baseline. Get the corner look, it's no good. Here's Baldwin. Three on the opposite side of the floor. Can't connect. Pradia inside will get the friendly roll.
Well, better job there from Spain, and maybe that's the answer. Try to be more aggressive in transition, see if you can find things early. But I think they've done a nice job since that timeout of settling into this game, controlling the ball a little bit better here.
20-16 is the score. Let's see now as we listen in to the Georgia timeout.
You get them for Kamar. Watch me now. Duda. You're here. Ratti. Come here like this. No pass, Ochke. Set the screen. Screen here. Go around. Sherbo pop. You roll. If we can, we play triangle for Toko. Pass here, 2-man game. We have foul to give. One foul to give, guys. One foul to give.
Coach Zikic trying to get a good look here. Well, you heard to continue the advantage.
Yeah, you heard him there talking about the foul to give. So really important at these final moments of quarters, opportunities for 2-for-1s. They want to make sure Spain doesn't get anything in transition. They'll use that foul, try to stop them, make them run something at the end of this quarter.
Here we go. Ball now slips off the dribble. It's stripped away here from Spain, pushing forward. Had a chance to look at it using the clock here, Brizuela. And a foul will be called, and he will look like he's about to shoot two. He is indeed.
Well, you can see Georgia trying to give that foul earlier in the possession. The officials letting the play go on, and I think excellent job here from Brizuela, knowing that they wanted to take that foul, going up into his shooting motion and now shooting 2 here.
Dario Brizuela on the line. And final moments here at the end of the first quarter. 4.9 seconds on the clock as he looks to close the gap even more so. That's almost tipped back in. Shengelia comes up with a half-court attempt. And that is out of bounds. And that's the end of the first quarter. 20-17. Well, Spain were down by as many as 10 points in that one. And they fought back after the timeout from head coach Scariolo to talk things over. And Coach Will, what was the difference?
Well, you could see they settled into that game. So, you know, early on it was the turnovers, 5 turnovers in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter. Some of those leading to transition opportunities, but, you know, nice job down the stretch there, climb back into this.
Efficient from 2-point territory, 57% for Spain so far in this one. As we take a look at some of the best plays from the first quarter. Well, it's been an exciting first quarter. The pace was fantastic. We didn't see a basket for a little while after Georgia's first bucket. Stepped up, Willy Hernan-Gomez, turn around, fade away, good to go. Nice play from the big man from España. Then Mamu starting to get things going, Will. And if they let him get into this game, they could be in big trouble.
Well, absolutely. You see the aggressiveness of Mamu. You see a beautiful pass as well. And, you know, he's such a field player. Seeing one shot go in can lead to a spurt of great basketball. We saw it from him in this first quarter.
The young stars from Spain seeing the floor. Sansupari, an important triple just when his team needed it. Jaime Pradia, strong to the rim here. They get a little bit of a friendly roll, even though Baldwin tried to take a swipe at it.
Well, you can see he went right into the body of Sherman-Dini. And for these young players, that's how they're going to have to attack. Can't be afraid of the size of Georgia.
Scan the QR code for stream, schedule, scores, and more. Courtside 1891 is the place to be. If you want to catch all the action at EuroBasket, it's all there. Courtside 1891. And also don't forget to get involved with us on social media at EuroBasket across all social media platforms. You can catch all the highlights, the big talking points, and more. Right, back to the action. Second quarter here in Cyprus, in Limassol, where it's a 3-point lead for Georgia. They have the possession. Here is Andronikashvili moving the ball to Shengelia. Inside, right-handed hook shot was no good. And Pradia pulling down the boards. And a foul will be called against number 77, Otkakidze.
I think there might have been some confusion on the play they wanted to run. You could see Sherman-Dini was trying to motion Mamu over there. And Mamu making his cut a little bit late, and I think it threw the timing off of that play.
Brizuela. One shot. Back with Brizuela. Brizuela for 3. Otkakidze with the rebound. Now Shengelia double teamed here. The referees both blowing their whistle. So they'll just confirm the call, and there'll be a holding foul against Brizuela.
Yeah, and he doesn't need to do that. Juancho did a great job of sprinting back in transition, giving him help. I think Brizuela felt that he might have been isolated there. He really could have just stayed disciplined. No need to give a foul in that situation.
Seb Puerto into the game. Also is Bitadze. Marvel. That's fighting for position there. And Puerto, it almost seemed like he didn't know what hit him. and he was worried about the strength he was just facing there.
Well, he definitely got caught on a mismatch, and you can see the size of Georgia. When they've got those three bigs on the floor together, one of them is going to have a favorable matchup in the post.
Andronikashvili. Trying to shake off the defender, but shakes himself down. Bradia, beautiful pass to Brizuela. Puerto for three. Spanish bench calling for basket interference, and a blocking foul will be called against Saint-Exupéry.
We'll have to see a replay of that. You see Coach Scariolo, he felt that the ball was inside the cylinder here.
Oh, it's tough to make that call there because of the high bounce. And Saint-Exupéry arguing the blocking foul.
I think it's the right no call. The ball was on the back of the rim there. I don't see it going inside the cylinder at that moment. It's a great play there from Georgia to knock it out, not give it a chance to bounce in there.
Sideline possession here for Georgia. Watch Kukidze. It's the ball into Baldwin. Baldwin for three. Utadza. Trying to go up strong, and the foul is called. See that rebound.
That's the size of Georgia on display, and it's going to be a struggle for Spain physically to try to keep these big Georgian players off the glass. You can see in that starting lineup, they've got Mamu playing the three, so really three bigs there, all with size advantages, and all three crashing the glass hard.
Substitutions checking into the ball game. De La Rea and Willy Hernan Gomez onto the floor.
See Coach Scariolo wanting to get a little bit bigger there, see if he can try to match some of this size. I think having both the Hernan Gomez brothers on the floor together will definitely be important.
Utadze on the line. Chance of Goga all around the arena. He goes 0 for 2. Score is still 20-17 somehow, Will.
Well, you're absolutely right. If you're Spain, you got to feel good. Feels like everything has gone Georgia's way, but you're only 3 points down.
Into the pace, beautiful body work. They're blocks at the rim. Shengelia says no. Wow. Shengelia rising up there to spike that one against the glass.
It's a beautiful block there, and you can see the challenge. Anything in the paint is going to be a struggle. So you've got the three bigs, all of them staying compact inside. You can see Shengelia just kind of roaming around. Beautiful block there. But if you're Spain, we saw them do this towards the end of the first quarter. I think their draw and kick game is going to have to be really important for them. Make some of these Georgian players have to extend out to the perimeter a little bit more. You see them in a 2-3 zone here against the underneath out of bounds play.
Stay in that zone. Footwork, this time it will not be denied. Hernan Gomez to the left hand.
Oh, beautiful move there from Willy. Drop step, just lowering the shoulder and getting enough separation.
Shengelia. Hand off to the top with Baldwin. Utadze. Up strong, his own rebound, and finishes for 2.
You see Spain going to hard hedges in that pick and roll. That means that low weak side defender, he's got to be ready to rotate, take Betadze away on that deep roll.
Villarreal was strong to the rim, and Betadze was there. Just had too much size for him, making it a really tough shot to take.
Well, definitely the case, and for the young player, he's got to realize he's going to need to be a playmaker when he gets downhill. And here you see beautiful drop step from Willy Herman Gomez.
Baldwin. 22-19, back to that three-point gap. Baldwin dishes it off. Nice pass there. Off the kids there. Couldn't get the ball to go. Justa. He does find Juancho, and the ball's out on the three-point line, and you know what that means if you're playing against España.
Well, beautiful kick out, and you can see the awareness I've been talking about, realizing how many bodies Georgia's sending to the paint. So, especially in offensive rebounds, so difficult to match up on the perimeter. Really nice kick out from Herman Gomez.
Nice touch pass there. Mamo with the ball fake, dumping it off. Betadze fading away off the glass for 2. Little smile on his face because he thought he might have got a little something else.
You see the beautiful drop off though from Mamu, and Spain's going to be trapping that post. That's going to put them in rotations. Have to be disciplined in how you close out there.
There it is. One-handed, no-look dime. Betadze just trying to get the referee's attention there, but he'll take the 2 points nonetheless. And here's the ball rotation from Spain. Lights out. Villarreal. And Gomez scooping under to the left hand.
Oh, another left hand finish there. Beautiful up fake and drive.
Tie ball game here. Baldwin. Foul is called off the ball. And I believe that'll be called against number 2. Jose Puerto. Let's have another look at that. Execution, in and out, dribble, shaking. Get into the rim. But now on the free throw line.
And not a smart foul from Spain. Have to realize you're now in the bonus. You saw them grabbing Sanadze there as he was coming off a pin down screen. And have to be disciplined for the last 5.5 here in the second quarter.
Sanadze on the line. He's been playing in the Georgian national team since under 18, 2009, 2010. Needs a lot for him to be wearing his shirt here at EuroBasket. As it converts on the line, Justa. Going to go one-on-one here, Justa. And a 5 for possession, and a shot clock violation will be called. You can see on the screen right now, Scariolo having a conversation with his players.
Beautiful effort here. See how important it is, and well done there from Betadze to just find a little deflection there.
Baldwin, great work again to get to the rim, and fortunately for him, he's got those big bodies around the rim to tip it in.
Well, we've seen Baldwin getting into the paint often here off that pick and roll. We saw Spain hedge a little bit. That time got caught on the wrong side of the screen. Baldwin able to get downhill.
Catch and shoot 3, no good. Baldwin with the rebound on the other side of the floor. 4 minutes and 26 seconds on the game clock. A tense first half of basketball between Georgia and Spain. Bitadze had one thing on his mind when he caught that ball. He rolls in and out. Aldama. Wow, my oh my! How about that? Willie Hernan-Gomez. Tell me about the recognition, coach.
Well, you see, he's finding that seam in the mid-post. We've seen it a couple of times now, and great awareness. To see Bitadze was a little aggressive in his closeout. Willie Hernan-Gomez really bringing this team to life here in the second quarter.
And now, Shermadini will replace Bitadze as he's on 2 personal fouls in the ball game. Hernan-Gomez going to the line for the and one attempt. This is the free throw. Offensive foul called on the other side of the floor, and it's Hernan-Gomez drawing it.
You can see Shermadini a little aggressive with that shoulder. Caught Hernan-Gomez right in the face here. Clearly a foul.
You can almost see his face grimace at the end of it, knowing.
It's definitely not fun to catch one in the face from Shermadini. 7'1" center. That's a big man right there.
Well, the teams are going to talk it over right here. Timeout called by Coach Zikic. They'll want to think about this ball game as they lead by 2.
You here. 4-5. Come out. Pass. Corner. We go to rotate 5. Okay? You're here. To rotate 5. You gotta know what we're doing now. To rotate 5. Transition. Transition. Okay? Okay? Right.
Time call back in, and we're looking at Hernan-Gomez. 2 pivotal plays for him. The and one attempt here. Got the bucket to go. That was nice. On the other side of the floor, drawing an offensive foul to give this ball back into the hands of Spain.
Well, you can see Hernan-Gomez has found that little seam there in the mid-post. We've seen a couple of times him catch from that area, able to attack from there. Let's see if they go back to that here on this possession.
Aldama. Hernan-Gomez. Of all the players, I know he's not going to try and shoot that. It's probably the only player from Spain you can say that about. Beautiful footwork there. Couldn't quite sneak it in. Headline possession for Spain.
Yeah, good job from Shermadini there, just staying down, using his size, making it difficult on that finish.
Ready to put the ball into play. They go back into the 2-3 zone, Will.
Yeah, we're going to see that every possession, I would imagine, on these baseline underneath.
Well, Coach Scariolo has a way to get his team open. Aldama there. It just took a little too long. The closeout came. He had to reposition. Shot wasn't as in rhythm as he'd hoped it to be.
Well, he was definitely not ready on the catch. It's been a lot of rhythm here in this first half. He's got to come in aggressive.
How about a catch and shoot 3 on the other side of the floor? Zanete. Cabal. Puerto. Aldama, he wants another goal. He must have been listening to what we were saying, Will.
Well, that's how he has to play. He's such an important player for this team. And saw him really hesitant in this half prior to that one possession. Let's see if that gets him going here.
Mamu wants the three-point shootout. This is his attempt. Lopez Oristegui. Left into the hands of Georgia, and they'll give it right back up on the other side of the floor. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Gelashvili next to the bench. Shegelia back into the game. Oh no, Mamu's going to stay on the floor. Going to the benches. Burdinadze. Brizuela coming in. Brizuela going all the way.
Beautiful finish there. You can see Aldama is just drawing so much attention just with that simple cut.
Shengelia. Foul will be called here. Foul on Lopez Aristegui.
Beautiful finish there. Vela throwing it over the extended reach. Sherman-Bini.
Something that all guards have got to have in their finishing repertoire.
Venezuela's an offensive spark plug. Definitely a guy that can get it going, scoring bunches there. And you can see just the cut from Alabama, what it did in terms of drawing the defenders to the top of the key with him.
Shengelia to the line. Averaged 15.6 points per game in the EuroLeague last season. Inside 5 boards. He's a very pivotal piece of this Georgian national team.
Absolutely, and actually coached against him when he was with the Springfield Armor in the G League. So spent some time with the Brooklyn Nets, and definitely a talented player, has had a storied career.
Well, Willie Hernan-Gomez, he's making plays all over the court now. Beautiful find underneath the rim. Joel Barra finishing for 2. So that's it. Into the hands of Baldwin, trying to find some room. Too short. Had to let it go to beat the buzzer. Dama, Brizuela, stop, pop. Foul will be called.
Well, I like the look, though. Brizuela in rhythm there in transition. Thought for sure he was going to knock that down, but against Spain, you've got to be disciplined here. You can see Oristegui a little aggressive there, pushing the back. That's going to lead to free throws. And if you're Georgia, I think it's really important you come out of this half with a lead. They played so well. And I think if they were to look up at the scoreboard and see that they're down after all that effort, that could be really disheartening for them in the second half. I think this final 54 seconds really important. If you're Spain, you've got to manage the clock here. You want to go for a 2-for-1 situation. That means you're going to have to shoot it towards the end of the shot clock in this first possession.
Fernandez gets it to go. It's been solid for them on the free throw line so far in the ball game. It's 4 for 4 from downtown. Oh, the pass doesn't quite fall into the hands of Barra this time.
That's the same play they ran before, that little flex cut there, and this time Parra unable to hang on.
Oh, Gelashvili kicks it to the corner. Shengelia for 3, and the crowd goes wild. That's a big-time play. Shengelia left checked and punishes Spain. And a timeout call.
Beautiful extra pass there from Mamu, having the awareness that Shengelia was there open in the corner, and see him knock down the big corner three.
And you can see the crowd's reaction here. The Georgian fans loving the ball game. 37-33. Let's listen in.
Larry, vas por Joel. Vamos. Mira, si están en hombre, jugamos pulgar 4, ¿vale? Separación, Memo. Se han cambiado darla y hacer gol, ¿vale? Tiene Larry aquí y Darío. Tienes acción con Darío al lado contrario, ¿vale? Vamos a jugar el bloqueo a 10 segundos. Ahora special 5, pero solo para poner en campo y jugar pulgar. Vamos, última, 1, 2, 3.
Time call back in, and here's that trade from Shengelia.
See the beautiful awareness there from Mamu, knowing he had him in the corner, and Shengelia knocking down the three. It's been a struggle for Georgia from the three-point line, just 3 for 13, but that one a timely one. And here's Spain here. Let's see if they go back to that same set. They bring Aldama off the screen and then look for that shuffle cut.
Aldama, Riduela. Wow, does incredibly well to get through the gap. The buzzer beater is clean. You can count it. We gotta watch that one back. Have a look here, Brizuela gets through the double team. They allow him the passage to the rim, and he knocks it down, Will.
Well, beautiful clock awareness. You see him splitting the two defenders, and definitely has gotten that off. Great way to end the half there for Spain.
37-35. Georgia in the lead against Spain in what has been a highly entertaining first half of basketball here at FIBA EuroBasket 2025 in Limassol, Cyprus. Here's the stats for you, Will.
Well, you can see there, Georgia had been struggling from the outside there. Big three right at the end from Shengelia. And you're Spain, I think 14 three-point attempts. You're going to see more of that in the second half. Georgia's really just trying to collapse the defense, make them beat them from the perimeter.
There's the leading scorers for you. Sanadze, 11 points personal, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 1 for 2 from downtown as well. And here's our key players, Aldama and Mamu. How are they faring right now?
Well, we saw how aggressive Mamu came out to start this game, that big three early on, and you see the playmaking on display. And for Aldama, you just have to be a little bit more aggressive. We saw him hitting that three towards the end of the first half, but I think he's got to really look for his scoring more here in the second half.
Willy Hernan Gomez has been the shining light so far for Spain, especially in this second quarter, has made some big plays. Vitadze has also been causing absolute havoc.
You can see there, Puerto on the wrong end of that elbow, but he's a little late to rotate over. That's one of the few times Spain looked to hedge against that pick and roll. That low weak side defender, he's got to be aware and come over sooner than that.
Spain also finding their rhythm from downtown. They're 4 for 14 overall. Not a great shooting percentage if you're talking about Spanish basketball, but have made some key triples at key moments in this game. Back to the man, Willy Hernan Gomez, who has taken it to the heart of the Georgian defense, going to work. But once again, on the other side, cleanup duty for the big men of Georgia.
Well, there's just so much size in that starting lineup. You know, every defensive rebound is going to be a battle for Spain.
You can see the passion and energy that these players are exuding. Shengelia there, knocking down that huge three towards the end of the second quarter. And then this man, Dario Riduela, running in the defense, finishing on the buzzer, letting everybody know this game is within our reach. You better keep your eyes.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Hard show coverage. Oh. Osman, another one for Jetty. This Turkish team looks dangerous.
Yeah, you said it. I think Aiken had the best shot on that last offensive.
Oh, watch out. Bertis doesn't need to be physically strong if you throw it above the ring and say, go get that. 5 seconds to go. Adamu's got to get it off. Puts up the halfway line shot. Gets it to go! Great Britain get the momentum swing at the end of the first with the halfway line shot as Adamu knocked down the 3.
Oh, nice block from Milutino. Good pass. Bertans. Wow. Thought for a minute there, maybe they made one too many passes.
Okasun has it, gives it up. Was knocked into the inside. Nice extra pass. And the Sun with a throwdown. And the youngster had to take a little piece. Looks for a little space. Nothing doing for him on the perimeter. Marking him down the lane. Watch out! Take cover on the weak side as Markkinen just throws it down.
The expectations are always high. Oh, nice over-the-shoulder pass! And Bona throws it down with 2 hands. And the 12 giant men taking over Riga. Spain pick and roll action with the back screen in the middle. And alley-oop pass and Keita. Great job from Coach Combs there. The back screen loosened up the big Keita right to the rim. Beautiful lob, highlight finish there. Hazer just hit a 3. Now he's got to go in for the dunk. He's going to have a nice long look at Porzingis. Where did that come from? That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back, basketball fans. FIBA EuroBasket 2025. We're looking at our top scorer from España, Willy Hernan Gomez. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Willy Hernan Gomez knows how to get to the bucket. He's made some pivotal plays here, using experience and using his size, Will.
Well, you can see him finding that mid-post, attacking out of there. Twice able to get to that left hand for some nice finishes. If you're Spain, it's going to be hard living in the paint. Georgia putting so much size on the court. I think that draw and kick game that we saw at times is going to be really important here in the second half.
Here you can see now his shot attempts on the screen. All four coming in and around the key. There was a moment where he looked at the three-point line, but let me tell you, that man's not shooting it. He went 0 for 3 last season. And it's not his shot, and he knows that. So he knows where his strengths are. And this man right here, going about his business quietly. Sanadze, the leading scorer, picking pockets, making plays for Georgia. A little bit of a glue guy, but finds himself the leading scorer.
Well, a lot of it was just on the free throw line. So 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And that was that stretch when Spain was in the bonus. A little lack of discipline there defensively, but here knocked that big 3 down.
Only missed 1 triple so far in this game. In every other statistic, when it comes to shooting, he's been perfect. And that's the jump shot I like. A little bit of mid-range, old school money. Ain't nothing wrong with the mid-range on the baseline, Will.
Well, I think if you can put it in the basket from anywhere, you'll take it. And definitely with the physicality of this game, mid-range shots might have to be in order.
Well, there you can see Guda Sanadze, not including his free throws. There are his 4 shot attempts, only 1 missed 3 from almost the same spot where he made 1. Well, the score is 37-35 here at the Spiro Kyprianou Arena, the very first EuroBasket game that's ever happened here in Cyprus. And the local fans are being treated to a spectacle at this moment in time. The Georgian fans are here in their numbers, and they are roaring on their team to success. Spain, as mentioned earlier on, it took a while for them to get into the game, but as soon as things started to click, they became a little bit more physical. They started to chip away at the deficit. Now they only trail by 2. But what are the keys now for Spain going into the second half?
Well, you saw the great start for Georgia, built a 10-point lead there, and then thought it was a really good timeout from Coach Scariolo, just trying to calm his young players down. I think they found a rhythm from that point forward, really back and forth the remainder of the half. I think here in the second half, if you're Spain, that draw and kick game that we saw on times is going to be important. I think just trust that your shooters are eventually going to knock that down. See if you can get the size of Georgia to have to come out to the perimeter a little bit more defensively. And, you know, for Georgia, you saw them imposing their will on the inside. You know, I'd be curious to see if they go to more post-ups here in the second half. We saw the one time able to draw the double team, get Spain in rotation. It's an easy set to go to just throw it into the post. You know a double will come, then play off of that action.
The rebound battle has also been key in this one. It's not actually too indifferent. I mean, it's 21 rebounds to 16. On the offensive glass, we've seen Georgia put a lot of work in. However, on the stat sheet, they only have 3 second chance points. It seems like more than that.
Well, you know, it's been a grind, though, physically for all these rebounds for Spain. And those defensive rebounds so important for them. When they're able to get in transition, that's when they've been at their best. 8-0 and fast break points in Spain's favor. I think here in the second half, they really need to look to try to get out and run, rely on some of these guards here in the second half.
There's some stats on the screen for you from Georgia. They're good on the free throw line, 8 for 12 right now. Better. As the teams both get ready for this second half to commence, just under 2 minutes to go. I want to talk about the young ballers from Spain as well, Will. How do you think they've settled into the game? We saw them have a couple of moments early on. Have they now settled into this level?
Well, I think they have. You know, obviously huge moment for Sergio De La Ria, 19 years old, getting the start as a point guard here at EuroBasket. You could saw he was a little shaky versus the pressure, but you know, found his way there towards the latter part of the first half. And you know, I thought all these young players came onto the floor and contributed. And we have to remember too, you know, players like Jaime Padilla, you know, you think of him as a veteran with this team, just 24 years old. So I think, you know, Mario Saint-Supre and De La Ria get all the spotlight as 19 years old, but all these players are young. And I think, just as Coach Scariolo pointed out, there's going to be ups and downs with them in the course of this game.
There's a little focus in on Jonas Ananze. Let's listen into this time.
Let's go! 10 minutes, let's go!
Coach Zikic laying down the law for his team. Coach Scariolo on the other side as well. Georgian fans here in their numbers, as mentioned, as the starting fives for the third quarter make their way onto the hardwood. But don't forget, scan the QR code now to download the EuroBasket app. All of the information you need to stay on top of what is happening across all the wonderful venues at FIBA EuroBasket 2025. There are some Spanish fans in the building too, only a small section. I'm sure that number will increase as the week goes on. Right, let's get back into it. Third quarter here between Georgia and Spain, 37-35. España with the possession to start the third quarter. Aldama, three-point attempt is no good.
Well, I like the set, though. You can see Coach Scariolo wants to try to get him going. No hesitation there on the rise up.
Now, Killers really kicks it out to Baldwin for three, who drills it from deep behind the arc.
We've been watching him do it from the inside, that time hitting the big three.
Well, he's out running here now. 1 versus 2, smart decision, slow things down, find a teammate. Baldwin, Shengelia, and that's just fantastic execution and IQ.
Oh, nice two-man game there, and great start here to the second half for Georgia.
Well, the foul will be called here. You can see De La Ria with his arms up in protest. This is a two-man game here. Gelia knocking down the mid-range. Rusty. Bradia tries to go behind the back. Baldwin rushes over to try and attempt to steal. Spain move the ball to Justa. Will go out of bounds. So disruptive, the Georgian defense.
Well, we're seeing a similar start to the second half as what we saw to the first. The young players from Spain looking a little rattled here offensively.
Shengelia tries to go with the inside hand finish, and Bitadze commits the foul. I believe that is his third personal, Bitadze. So, although he wanted to slow down the play for the right reason, he's put himself in a predicament.
Well, he has, and it's interesting, Spain going with that smaller lineup here to start the second half. Willy Hernan Gomez, we saw him really in a flow there offensively, but coming off the bench, and great shot there from Aldama.
Will fall this time. Shengelia onto to the right hand. 2 shots to come for him. They seem to be trying to find Shengelia. He's had the last 3 shot attempts, made 1, missed 1, and got to the line for this one. There's a triple from...
And you see the really nice screen there from Padilla, sealing off the defender, unable to get there on a closeout. I really like the start here from Aldama. You can see clearly more aggressive offensively. You're gonna have to look to him and carry a lot of that scoring load.
Gelia's first free throw is good to go. Showing off his language repertoire in the press conferences, speaking in Spanish, speaking in Georgian, speaking in English. Barra. De La Rea. Just trickles away out of bounds again for Spain.
I think it's a good possession, though. Really nice kick out there. De La Rea finding Justa at the perimeter, and that's a shot you want Justa to have. Wide open there, just unable to knock it down.
Shengelia. Senadze. Kelashvili finding Shengelia again. What a pass that is to Baldwin. Right across the heart of the defense. Baldwin right in the corner. Shengelia, offensive rebound, going to work, and that's fantastic footwork. And now Spain looking to immediately counter. Parra. Justa to the right hand, and there is the response.
You can see Spain trying to play with more pace here, even after the make, pushing the ball up the floor. This smaller lineup, and clearly that's what Coach Scariolo is trying to go to here in the second half.
Baldwin. Senadze for 3. It's the back of the rim. That's collected by Parra. Pushing the tempo. Left-hand side, Justa dumps it off. Inside, it slipped through Aldama's hands. And a foul is called here.
See the pace, though. Spain really looking to attack, keep the ball moving. On the other end, just the physicality of Georgia. We knew this would be an issue for Spain. Beautiful footwork there from Shengelia.
Here he is. As mentioned, he seems to be the selected offensive option for Georgia at the beginning of this quarter, as the bucket is good. Salty Aldama will finish.
Beautiful finish. Felt like he was hit on the arm, but it's a nice set against that 2-3 zone, sealing that bottom defender off. Finding a little alley.
Mamo Kelashvili trying to find Vitadze. Can't do just that. Bounce pass. De La Rea. Aldama. And there is that transition you were talking about, Will. That is exactly how you predicted Spain would get themselves going in this game. And we see this now.
Yeah, beautiful pass here from De La Rea. And this is how they want to play. That smaller lineup, they have to counter the size by playing fast. And you see it right there. Beautiful fast break and finish.
He's right. He's right. Hey, let's try to find him down. All right? Okay. Shermo, get in. Shermo, get in. Hey, we go to rotate 5. We go to rotate 5. Burjo, help him. Yes. Mamu, you come out. Play.
Coach Zikic giving his next instructions, and here's that man. We've been focusing in on him today. Santi making some big plays here in the third quarter, Will.
Well, this is the aggressiveness that we were hoping to see at the beginning of this game. A little passive in that first quarter, but really looking for his scoring now. It's so important for Spain. And you heard during that timeout with Georgia, one of the Georgian players clearly very upset. I couldn't tell, but it sounded like it was Buketa. You got to see them try to calm down a little bit. Georgia needs to regroup, respond to that run from Spain.
Well, Kelashvili, well, foul is called here. And somehow, Will, that ball almost went in.
Well, you see the skills. Able to put it on the deck, felt the contact. I think he's in a gather. I think there should be 2 free throws.
Yeah, it is 2 free throws. The referee signals to the table. Scariolo is protesting that. Let's have a look here.
He's clearly gathered the ball. I think it's the right call there. If you're Spain, you just have to be a little more disciplined. You know Mamu wants to get to that left hand. You got to be able to stay in front there. He can beat you from the perimeter primarily, but certainly nothing going downhill to that strong hand.
Well, Kelashvili is now on the line. That free throw is all important for Georgia as they extend their lead. Radia. Out of bounds. All into play. We've gone to a man-to-man now on this baseline defensive option. First half, they were in the 2-3. Switching things up. Of course, a different look for Spain. Sideline now. Justa. Shot is no good. Foul is called here. Foul will be called on number 7.
Well, it's interesting that Burjanadze is guarding Aldama as his primary matchup. You'd think maybe they would go with a little bit more size there. They know Aldama, though, mainly is going to look to shoot on the perimeter. Keep our eyes on that matchup here. I think Aldama could go to the post.
Badia feeds Parrawell. Aldama tries to create an angle for himself. Doesn't quite come off. Baldwin. Janadze. With Sanadze back to the paint. Mamu Kelashvili for 3. Kaboom!
A beautiful ball movement there from Georgia. Mamu knocking down the big 3.
And this will be turned over here by Spain. Georgia will have the ball all the way on the opposite baseline or in the corner of the court. The Georgia fans are up onto their feet, screaming at the top of their lungs.
Really nice ball movement there, kept Spain in rotation, and see Mamu playing with so much confidence in this game, knocks down that 3. Spain responding with more size now, so Willy Hernangomez in the game. Saw him have a really efficient first half.
Baldwin. Pulling up for 3. This is huge if it goes. Big offensive rebound. How about that? protecting the board and finishing with a reverse Bergenazzi. Para spills it, ball goes the other way. Timeout call for Spain. They're leaking points right now. Turnover after turnover. And Georgia, they're looking to punish. How about this? A finish with a twist.
We see Bergenazzi unchecked there from the top of the key. 4 guys going to the glass for Georgia. If you're Spain, you got to be physical with your blockouts.
De defender uno contra uno, de entrar al bote del poste bajo y recuperar y atrapar en la pintura, pero luego rotar y quedarse en el rebote todo. Estamos viendo jugando sin querer defender y botando mucho. Cuando botamos es para ir a la pintura, no para dar un medio pase detrás. Y aquí están entrando, pasarla fuera, fuera, no hacer malos tiros. Vamos, uno arriba la primera. Uno arriba.
Well, have a look at Georgia going wild. Gelashvili knocking down triples here in Cyprus. How about that? Bergenazzi.
Everything clicking here for Georgia, but you can see how aggressively they're crashing from the perimeter. 4 guys are going to attack the offensive rebounds. If you're Spain, you saw Aldama there not finding that blockout responsibility. You know they're crashing every single time. Just got to be a little more disciplined there.
Well, aggressive full court pressure here now from Spain. They want to close the gap again. And a foul will be called here, a little too aggressive. Javi Lopez Aristegui picks up foul number 3. Andronikashvili ready to get the ball into play. Mamu spots up straight away.
A bit of a heat check there from Mamu, but why not? Done everything right in this game.
The time and the space as well, he was available for it. Ruduela. Juancho down low to Willie. Juancho inside, Hernan Gomez for 2.
Beautiful pass there from Willie to his brother. And again, operating from that mid-post area. We've seen a lot of good things from him in this game.
Nikashvili gets it up top to Baldwin, who calls for the ball screen. Sarmadini comes, and Sansupuri is going to commit the foul here. 4th team foul for Spain. 3 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 53-46 is the score.
See that beautiful drop-off pass there, and expect him to go back to that post. We saw a lot of good things come from that in the first half, especially with Aldama not in the game right now.
And that's a finish before the buzzer. Sharmadini on the other side.
Spain going to some aggressive switching.
Foul called, Hernan Gomez. Juancho will go to the free throw line to shoot 3. And that's it. Call for the foul there.
Guess he must have just clipped his foot there. Hard to tell from that angle, but you see the aggressive switch. And that left Mario Sansupri having to deal with the big Shermandini, and it's a tough blockout responsibility. Shermandini able to clean it up right at the buzzer there.
Gomez has missed his first of 3 free throws here. And he goes 0 for 2 this time. 1 more to come. And you will hear this crowd go absolutely crazy if he goes 0 for 3. but he won't. He'll make sure he gets one to go.
See Spain extending their pressure. We saw this to start the game.
Nikashvili. Madini sets the ball screen. Bertinazza going to the rim. Tipped in again. They've got to protect the glass. Spain, they are getting punished time after time.
I think Bertinazzi also got pushed in the back there. No call from the official, but
Sansupari, huge three. 10-point game. And a foul will be called. Who's on the floor there?
That's Sansupari. He's done an outstanding job there. He was caught in transition behind Shermandini, fought around there, was able to get the steal on the entry pass, and I think it's the right call here. Shermandini definitely wraps his head. I'd expect an unsportsmanlike here.
Well, I was under the impression that the foul was being called the other way, but they're going to review this call just to check, as you said, well, if it could be something more than a regular foul.
We are here to review potential unsportsmanlike foul on the play here. Yeah, go ahead, please. Do you have a baseline angle? Okay. Yes. I see that, and it becomes a pull on the shoulder. Do you have a play on the ball or no? No, so for you, do you see an upgrade? Okay, I agree, okay. So after review, this is not a legitimate play on the basketball, and this play will be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. The player that's fouled will shoot 2 free throws. Spain ball front court, 14 on the shot clock. Okay.
Well, there you have it. Canadian official making a call. Sportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, Matt Kallio on that call there. Someone I know well from the G League, now an NBA official, and I think it's the right call there. You can see he's got him wrapped in that neck area. No clear play on the ball. Stops the fast break as a result. And you're Spain, maybe you can find a little momentum from that play.
Sansupari on the free throw line for España. This is the first of 2 free throws as a result of an unsportsmanlike foul.
Now just 4 for 9 from the free throw line for Spain.
That's the second to go. So far, Spain are 5 for 10 on the free throw line in this ball game. 50%. Brizuela. Sansupari. Dario. Rebound from Shermandini. Here's a fact for you. Spain have never missed more than 4 in the last 6 games in competitions. Maurice in a call here.
Not sure. Both players are sort of caught up there. Zipper action. Sanadze, I think just a little too much contact.
Sansupuri, top of the three-point line. Brizuela goes downhill. The right-handed floats are no good. Shermadini pulls it to his chest.
Struggle for Spain here, trying to find scoring in any way.
Baldwin backing down. Brizuela kicks it out. Ball rotation. Senanza, Bertinanza, and into the hands of Spain. They're running the floor here. Lopez Aristegui. And that was a very close call for Andronikashvili. He committed the foul, and the official says 2 shots, but very, very carefully, because he could have committed an unsportsmanlike foul there.
Ratti does a great job sprinting back, not allowing the easy basket there, and you could see Rastagi leaking out a little bit there, assuming they were going to come up with that kind of 50-50 ball up in the air.
Lopez Aristegui on the line, knocks down the first free throw. Also one of those members, Valencia, who had a fantastic season.
Free throw shooting struggles continue. 6 for 12 for Spain. They're going to need some of these free points.
30 seconds remaining in the game. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3 goes up. Nikashvili. A foul is called here. A bit called on Sansupuri for a block.
Sorry, I was just going to say again, the physicality of Georgia on display. So they're crashing forward to the glass every single time. And for Spain, it's just been a struggle to keep some of these bigger wings off the boards here.
You know, very impressed with the depth of Georgia. You know, Bitadze's on the bench, Shangelia's on the bench, Baldwin's on the bench. Guys like Bertinanze stepping at Shermadini, pulling down the boards. Nikashvili so playing his role, and this man here, Senadze, as well. He misses the free throw. Brizuela turning on the speed, losing the defender. They try and tip it in here, and that's the end of the third quarter. And it's an 8-point lead for Georgia, 57-49, going into the fourth and final quarter in our first game here in Cyprus, Will.
Well, it was a beautiful move from Brizuela. A nice step back there, just unable to convert it. But, you know, I agree with your earlier point. The bench players for Georgia really giving valuable minutes there. I thought Shermadini was really solid for them. As you said, Bertinanze has really been great as well. Career high in rebounds already with 6, 2 of them being offensive. So valuable minutes on the bench for these Georgian starters.
Well, here's some of the best plays. One guy who's taking a little time on the bench is Tonike Shengelia. He's made some big plays at the beginning of the third quarter. He was trading blows with this man here, Santi Aldama, who has now also seen some time on the bench towards the end. Let's have another look. Shengelia putting the defender in a blender, showing us the footwork for the finish. Then, Will Voigt here mentioned Spain needed some transition, so they gave him some, as if he was the head coach. Running the floor, held them up for 2.
Beautiful pass there, too, from the young player, Delaria. And I think that was where they wanted to go. They started that half with a smaller lineup, wanted to try to run these bigs off the floor, but you see there, Bertinanze able to get the offensive rebound. I just think the size was an issue for them. A little more effective once they came with a bigger lineup. And we'll have to see, too, how long they go with Aldama on the bench here.
A total of 11 offensive rebounds, leading to 7 second chance points. And don't forget to scan the QR code We're live on Courtside 1891. Stream schedule, scores and more. No better place to be for FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Well, here we go. It's all set up for a wonderful finish in this ball game. It's either going to be Georgian joy or a superb Spanish fight back. Let's see these teams go head to head. And Rodriguez-Vili, wow! Going up and under.
Beautiful finish there. Ratti getting downhill, and you see the nice scoop layup there. Another player who's brought valuable minutes off the bench here for Georgia.
It was a fantastic move right off the bat in an important quarter for his national team. Finesse at the rim. Here comes Brizuela. Oh, and a foul will be called here. Shermadini might feel a little bit hard done by.
You see the arm here, he just catches him in the face.
Well, from that angle, it looks a little bit more intended than perhaps another, because he holds his arm, then lifts it.
I think any contact with Shermadini is going to hurt.
Yeah, he's caught a couple of faces. Brizuela will get the ball into play here now. And Gomez, catch and shoot for long two.
That was a difficult shot. Shaw never came down with it after the catch, that high release, and Spain going to the zone here, so doubling down with an even smaller lineup.
Well, let's see how Georgia adjusts. Here's Shengelia. He's just going to pull up, let it fly. How about a long two in response?
What a response it was, the spin dribble into the pull-up long two. Not sure that's the shot you want, but able to knock it down. And you see they're going to try to spread Georgia out now.
And Gomez on the side of the floor. Doesn't make the same mistake, feet behind the line this time.
Well, this was their thinking to start the half. If they're small, force these bigs to have to close out to the perimeter. They're just unable to really get the pace and shooting they wanted, but we've got 4 guards on the floor right now.
Mamoukelashvili, his three-point attempt is missed. Lopez Aristegui pushing forward. Lopez Aristegui again for 2. And here comes the rallying cry from the Spaniards. And a timeout, rightly called by Coach Zikic, needs to stop that momentum and stop it quickly.
It's a great response here from Spain, and see the beautiful finish through traffic there, but Coach Scariola going with that smaller lineup here. And I think the 3-2 zone, also a nice little wrinkle, just trying to change the tempo of the game in some way. And great spurt here from Spain to start this quarter out.
Listen! Pass to Mamu. Toko. Screen, move. Pass, Goga. Set it like this. Do the here. You out. Flare. Goga. Okay.
Well, as Coach Zikic said, he said, listen, I need this from you. You know, as a coach, he makes that shot. But when you're thinking about your players taking a shot off balance, not open, tough angle, not a great decision, but makes it, and then the other side makes a clean, open three-point play. Juancho Hernangomez.
Well, Juancho, big lift for them. You saw the difficulty on that shot. A little late in the shot clock, so had to get it off quickly, and found some confidence from there. You see the second big three he knocks down, and now Spain extending full court. Let's see if they fall back into that 3-2 out of this.
Here Here we go, 61-56. Kelashvili. And that will be a foul there against Lopez Aristegui. It'll be his 4th personal. Holding on, Shengelia.
Yeah, just a little too aggressive. You gotta be smarter there. You don't want to give your fouls that way. He's off the ball. No reason to be that physical in that moment.
Call. And this time on Sansupuri, who will also move to 4 personal fouls. But that will come straight back in.
Yeah, tough call there. You can see they're going into some aggressive switching. Just trying to make it difficult for Shengelia on the roll.
Shengelia. Sizing up Hernan Gomez. Nice hands there from Lopez Aristegui, and Spain will force the shot clock.
It's a great defensive possession there. You see the quick hands from these guards on the floor right now. Interesting to see how long Aldama stays on the bench. This group playing really well.
Aristegui. Down low, nice footwork there. Bradia for 2. 3-point game.
Great move there from Padilla. And you see Georgia now going to switching, trying to neutralize some of the shooting. That time caught on a mismatch in the post.
Mamo Kelashvili striding through the paint to the left hand, and a technical foul has been called. This is not what Georgia needs. Vitadze, he'll pick up his 4th personal foul after just getting back into the game.
He has to have more discipline there. We saw his emotions flaring up earlier in this game, and that moment, like you said, just needs better awareness. The technical, now his 4th personal foul. So not a good moment to take it.
Well, this game has been highly entertaining throughout. Venezuela misses the free throw. The drama continues at the free throw line for Spain.
Spain is to lose this game. I think the first area they're going to look at is the free throw shooting. 6 for 13 now in this game. It's going to be interesting to see the subbing pattern for Coach Scariolo. Does he keep Aldama on the bench right now? He's found a lot of life with these smaller lineups. See Santi still sitting there for now.
Cyprus hosting EuroBasket for the first time in history. This is a great way to start. It can only be described as one of the most competitive groups at EuroBasket. This is the perfect way to start things off with a game like this. Here's De La Rey. Juancho. De La Rey, offensive rebound. Juancho and Gomez again, he's just pulling the trigger. And out of bounds is called. Georgia will get it back. Not quite sure what the thinking was.
Well, you could see the play was for him, that re-screen twist action. Clearly they want to get him another look. They're just unable to knock those 2 down. I thought it was a little more off balance than he needed to be on that shot.
Baldwin.
Back in that 3-2 zone for Spain.
Fortunadze Mamukelashvili inside Bertanadze. 2 shots to come. Mamu Rake in the right place for the team.
Well, it's a beautiful play from Mamu. I think if you're Spain, you know, he has knocked down the 2 threes, but if there's one knock on his game, it's the consistent three-point shooting. He's so good if he's getting downhill there. We've seen him make several plays off the dribble. You just need to stay a little more compact. See the president of the Spanish Federation, I'm watching his team on here.
Santi Aldama back into the game. 6 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. Georgia on the line, a 64-58 the score. Bertanadze.
Let's see if they go. They've been bringing Aldama off of Horn's action, try to get him on some pops. I think they're going to look for him to be aggressive here early.
Radia. Justa looks down low. Radia. Kicked out. Someone's open. Aldama throws it up. Running out of time. Rebound for Mamu. Here comes Baldwin. Shot clock at 7. Mamukelashvili!
Oh, what a finish there from Mamu. That time using the right hand, but again, he's done his damage in this game, getting downhill. You know, he hit that big early 3. I think that's maybe stuck in Spain's mind, but I think in general, you just have to be compact, live with his decisions from the outside.
He's closing in on a double-double in this game. 19.7 rebounds, 6 assists to his name. He's been an absolute menace to deal with. He's drawn 5 fouls as well.
He's been tremendous, and if you're Spain, you've got to come up with like a better defensive game plan there. A little too aggressive with him on these perimeter closeouts. And on the other end right now, lead pushed back to 9. You gotta assume they're gonna draw something up here for Aldama. See if they can get him going from the perimeter, and it'll be interesting to see if they stay in that 3-2 zone or not.
Oh, here we go. Here's that great work from Mamukelashvili. Striding through the paint on that play there. Soft hands around the rim. And long strides, keeping power on his left shoulder. Finishing off the glass. And that's what it means. That's what EuroBasket is all about.
See the 2 beautiful finishes there, and looks like they're going to try to get him a quick breather here. I wouldn't expect it to be very long. See if they can steal a minute or so here.
Venezuela. Strong finish for 2 there, Venezuela. Another player who has an array of finishes around the rim.
Yeah, and you can see Aldama sets the screen. Bertanadze didn't want to leave him. That allowed Venezuela to get downhill with the finish. And Spain back in that 3-2 zone here.
Sinadze. Foul is called. He had an incredibly efficient first half, Sinadze. And since then, he's not put the ball in the bucket.
We must have jinxed him with our highlights. You know, good look there, but again, this has been the issue. 4 Spanish players in the paint, but Bertanadze draws the foul. It's been a struggle for them dealing with the physicality of Georgia.
Bertanadze left alone in the corner for 3. Well, they kind of kept tracks on his cut. He faded out to the corner, and nobody went with him.
Well, what a find there, close to 5 seconds, and you know, really almost out of desperation, look to that weak side corner, and Bertanadze, what a big 3 that was.
Bertanadze call for the foul here. There he is, look, all alone. Willy Hernan Gomez no clue.
You can understand if you're Willie, though, late in the clock, all eyes were towards the strong side of the ball, and beautiful find there to the weak side corner.
Aldama, Justa, catch and shoot three. They really need one here now, Spain.
It's a great look from Justa. Just hasn't been his day, but one of the best shooters on that team. 0 for 5 from 3, though, today.
6 for 27 overall! How about that? Baldwin up top to Mitadze, alley-oop jam! And the timeout called by España. The Georgian fans going wild.
Beautiful pass here from Baldwin, and just caught Spain in between there. And a little aggressive from Willie. Nobody on that backside. You see 3 players rotating over there. Justa a little slow to see that, and Coach Scariolo just a little upset with the lack of discipline there. Gotta get your coverage figured out. They're gonna be up to touch there from Willie Hernan-Gomez. You can see him kind of look back, so my guess is the coverage was to be for him to be up, and Justa just nowhere to be found on that weak side. If you're Spain, the clock's starting to be an issue. You might have to look to be more aggressive, maybe even completely hard hedge or trap those pick and rolls. Go ahead and pre-rotate from that backside. See if you can force some turnovers.
Well, both teams are in foul trouble and have been for some time in this fourth quarter. Only one timeout, I believe, remaining. Was that Scariolo's last timeout?
I believe that's his last time out, yeah, and that tells you how important that moment was. Doesn't want this game to get away from him here.
Here we go. Dario Brizuela. Dribbles it off his own leg here. Aldama for 3. No. Another rebound for Georgia. Rebound number 40.
Well, Ratti does an incredible job keeping that alive. He thought for sure that was going to end up in Hernan-Gomez's hands.
Baldwin. Tipped in. Bertinazza.
Well, again, and the big steal here, if you're Spain, you got to keep your composure. But Bertinazza once again crashing from that perimeter.
Baldwin gets away the defenders, and Justa commits the foul. Mitadze hits the deck. This is just hearty basketball from Georgia. Baldwin getting it over the defender. Bertinazze never giving up on the play, as they have done, following up to the rim.
Well, that's his 3rd offensive rebound in this game, 7 overall. That's a EuroBasket career high for him, and that's been Georgia this entire game, crashing from the perimeter, using their size advantages, especially from that wing spot. If you're Spain, you just gotta know that every shot you're gonna have to find somebody to get a body to.
Referees are coming together here to make sure everything is A-OK. Now we're getting a head coach's challenge.
I think if you're Coach Scariolo, because you don't have any timeouts, probably using this challenge.
Has used their head coach's challenge for a potential unsportsmanlike foul upgrade. Okay, go ahead and run it. All right. I have 22 making a play on the ball. Any contact after, it's unfortunate, but I don't have anything unsportsmanlike on this play. Yeah. Okay, so the call on the floor is going to just remain a personal foul, and white 35 is going to shoot 2 in penalty.
Regular foul is called here. The 2 shots will stand. Zikic wanted to see if he could upgrade that foul. I thought maybe he looked at that shoulder into the face of Bitadze. Thought it could be more. But, well, as you rightly said, it gives time to Coach Scariolo, who's got no more timeouts, to talk it over with his team.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at that decision from Coach Djikic. I thought Scariolo had asked for it as a way to use a timeout. And to me, clearly, there wasn't anything unsportsmanlike about that.
Bitadze, money on the line for the second free throw. Up to 12 points personal in this game. Goga. De La Rea. Aldama, the 3. Triple is just not falling for Spain. They are 6 for 29 from downtown.
Well, it's definitely been a struggle. Aldama, makeable shot for him. Just hasn't really found a rhythm in this game.
Baldwin. It's away, but... And so, Nikashvili. Baldwin, catch and shoot 3 from deep, no good. He'll call it a pass. Bitadze wants to get the bucket. That's a great block from Aldama.
Great response there, Bitadze. Such a difficult block out. Beautiful pass. He used to...
Zips it through to Hernan Gomez. 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Nikashvili. Now Bitadze with time, and he gets it to go! Go, Bitadze! Hernan Gomez trades a triple. And a substitution. A flurry of action, Will.
Well, it really was. Huge 3 from Bitadze, but also Ratti with the great court vision to find him. So you can see Coach Djikic having both point guards on the court right now. He knows Spain's going to try to trap. If you can handle the pressure, you'll find open looks, but great response from Hernan Gomez. Keeps Spain alive in this game.
Time is cool. There we go. You can describe that at home. We'll let you guys describe that.
I think he was just stretching his arms, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
Just stretching his arms, carrying a baby of some description. 78-65, 144 remaining in this one. Now we've got to think about Spain here. Well, the time is very, very limited. Of course, both teams are in foul trouble. Any foul is going to send the opponent to the free throw line. How are you closing this gap? You're down 13.
Well, they'll be trapping for sure. Just not enough time in this game to really grind out possession. So I would expect to see, full court trapping, try to get one more in the half court. Maybe in the first couple of possessions, they're not looking to take fouls, but at some point they're going to have to foul after 1 or 2 traps. See if they can stop this clock. And of course, offensively, they're going to need to look for 3s. They've got Juancho on the floor. Not surprisingly, with Aldama, see if they can get some quick open looks for them. And if you're Georgia, you just have to be strong with the ball. So the 2 ball handlers on the court right now, Andro Nikashvili, paired with Baldwin, and they've got to get the ball in their hands, make good decisions with it here over the final 2 minutes.
Well, here is Baldwin. He does have the ball in his hands. Traps are there, but the ball is moving. Shengelia! 2 shots to go. Almost an and 1 play.
You can see if the guards are able to deliver outside these traps, there's going to be numbers on the other side of that. And that was a little dangerous of a pass there from Baldwin, but great extra pass there to find Shengelia. Just barely missed the and 1.
Well, don't forget, more action coming here from Cyprus. The home nation, they're going to be in action next as they take on Bosnia and Herzegovina. We're live on Courtside 1891. More information about FIBA EuroBasket. Make sure you check out the website. So download the EuroBasket app as well. This there from Shengelia. Well, Georgia coming into this game were 1-3 against Spain in all international competitions. Scored more in this game than they had in their last 2 games against Spain. Shengelia holding on to the ball. Spain are not going to be fouling here. Shengelia just bouncing off his man, but Juancho Hernan Gomez is there. Brizuela to the rim for 2. 59.1 on the clock. Substitution coming in is number 77, Osbruchidze.
You have to be disciplined here for this final minute, so point differential definitely is going to be a factor for probably both these teams in group play, so every possession still matters. That's why Spain...
Oh my goodness, did you see Baldwin put it for his legs there? Sorry, Will.
Yeah, nice play from Baldwin, but that's why Spain's not taking fouls right now. They want to finish this game out, try to whittle down on this lead.
Foul is called, 2 players on the floor here. The referee has called the foul.
That did not look good. Virginazzi had such a wonderful game, but really slammed his head hard. See Brizuela kind of pulling him down here and in the back of his head like that.
Virginazzi doing enough to draw the foul. Brizuela will be called for one. So 2 shots to come here for Georgia.
Glad to see he's okay. I guess his head is as strong as the rest of him. That looked like it was a tough foul there.
He looks like he hits the trap machine.
I think there's a lot of weights that guy can do damage with, and we saw it on display. Really did it all. The timely offensive rebounds, but also the one-on-one defense on Aldama. I think drawing that assignment was a little surprised, but he did an excellent job. Tough night for Aldama here. And great game for Virginazzi. And again, you know, if Spain just want to finish this last 38 seconds out, try to chip away a little bit at this lead. Point differential definitely could be in play.
Virginazzi makes the second free throw. De La Rea. Dama. Now, Andronikashvili gets the possession into the hands of Baldwin Shengelia. And the Georgian fans are celebrating behind the bench. But they'll still look to finish this play, as Will Voigt, my analyst, has mentioned. Points difference matters. Got to pour in the points. Shengelia, Baldwin, pulling up for 3. Oh! How about the icing on the cake? Juancho, no good, and what a win that is for Georgia. They have defeated the reigning champions on game day 1 here on a historic match in Limassol, Cyprus.
Well, what an ending. And that was the game in a nutshell. Baldwin with the huge 3, but we saw it also from Bitadze. 2 3-pointers today, and only made 1 in his first 4 EuroBasket games combined. So everything kind of going their way for Georgia, and what a huge win. 0 for 6 in their preparation games coming into here. You know that they had some questions. I think the early start for them was really important, building that 10-point lead, getting some confidence with who they were as a group, and then just riding that throughout the rest of the game.
The final score of this one, 83-69. Georgia defeat the reigning champion Spain in the first game in Group C. Of course, there's more action to come. Bosnia and Herzegovina. They will take on the home nation, Cyprus, very soon. There you can see the huddle. We spoke about this at the very beginning of the show, Will. What a loss and a win in your first game can do for you. Where do you see it going for these two teams?
Well, I think especially for these two teams, when you look at how competitive this group is, you got to think that both these teams might be involved in one of those last spots in terms of moving on. And if you're Spain, you know, it's a tough way to start for this young roster. Just the first time since 2001 that a reigning champion has lost their opening game. Back then it was Italy losing to Greece by 1 point. And if you're Spain, you're going to have to regroup quickly and try to figure out ways to get some confidence in this young roster.
You do indeed, and there's the statistics for you. But the one that leaps off the sheet is the rebound battle. 46 to 29 on the rebound battle. I know you're not seeing it there on your screens. You will do very shortly. But as you mentioned, it ties in with the physicality that Georgia had on display today.
Oh, no question. There it is there. And 16 offensive rebounds for Georgia. And even when they weren't coming up with them, it was just a struggle for Spain. You saw Georgia sending 4 bodies to the glass on every shot and coming out with a starting lineup with Mamu playing the 3. So really,
well, this is how the fourth quarter went down. Shengelia started things off as a captain should do by leading with example. Then Spain started to try and find some will, try and find a way. They closed the gap many times, but the talent from Georgia shining through. Mamo had a big game today, Will.
Oh, he was tremendous, and I think it was the early 3, though, that had Spain a little rattled, pressing up on him. You saw him getting downhill. He's so talented with the ball in his hands as a creator. See, it's with the huge threes, not really known as a three-point shooter, but came up with 2 huge ones in this game.
And the big jam as well. Baldwin up top. Here you go, baby. Throw that one down. The kids are making it count. And then that man there, I think he's now the fan favorite, right? Like Bertinet's, he made some really important plays.
Well, he really did. Bertinet's kind of the glue guy for this lineup. You saw his toughness on display throughout this game.
And also, we've not spoken much about Baldwin today, but Baldwin has played his role fantastically. 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. The stat line doesn't really tell the impact that he's had on this game and the ability to look after the ball.
Well, you're absolutely right. That's the important thing. Just 1 turnover from him in this game.
Well, here we are. Here are the group standings so far. 2 more games to come today. As mentioned, Bosnia and Herzegovina at 6:15 p.m. local time. They take on Cyprus, followed by an absolute mammoth.